Well, hello, fellow Kansas Democrats. Chair Repass here, proud chair of the Kansas Democratic Party. And before I say anything else, let me thank all of our veterans and active duty members of our military. Thank you for your service and our freedoms. Well, welcome to our weekly Chair Chat. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, this replaces a written weekly newsletter, and I took this from FDR's Fireside Chats so I can come directly to Kansas Democrats and keep you informed on what's going on. Now, these are pre-recorded, but if there's something you want us to talk about, email us at info@kansasdems.org. That's info@kansasdems.org, and I'm happy to talk about whatever you want me to. And by the way, I've taken several suggestions. And if there's something more pressing, please give our office a call. We have a lovely person answering the phones. We try to return the calls at the end of the day, but certainly within 24 hours. Well, let's get right into this. We usually try to start with some not so good news or good news and end on some great news because everyone needs to end on hope. Boy, we have been busy, so let's jump right in. We'll start with some of the national news. The federal government is back open, and I know for so many of us it feels bittersweet because we knew there was a fight for health care that was important. But let's celebrate that all our federal workers are back to work, they're getting their paychecks. Hungry people in need of SNAP benefits are now getting those. So let's take the win on that. And I know there's still a fight to be had on health care. Keep up the pressure on your federal electeds, but at the end of the day, our country is back open. Now let's talk about this wonderful week that was had in Kansas. On Monday night, I got to go to celebrate with our Senate caucus with our amazing Senate leader, Senator Dinah Sykes at Topgolf. I want to take a second to just say to Senator Marci Francisco, I see you, my friend. Senator Francisco's mom lived to be 100, a little over 100, and this is just Senator Francisco's second holiday season ever without her mom, and we shared about that because I have some heartbreak there too, so I just want you to know we're thinking of you, Senator. Well, let's get back to Topgolf. I got to talk and interact with our senators, and then we went out and hit a few balls. All I'm going to say is your chair can golf, and ask Senator Sykes who won. It was me. Okay, Tuesday we got to meet with the Australian Consul General. I'm wearing the Australian and American flag pin right here. That was gifted to me by the staff of the Australian Consul General. He was in town. He visited with our Lieutenant Governor and Commerce Secretary, and then he wanted to talk to the state chair and other leaders about what's going on here in the heartland. And it was a wonderful conversation. I'd like to thank Senator Dinah Sykes and Chairwoman Deann Mitchell for joining us for that conversation. Check our social medias. There's lots of pictures about that. Then on Wednesday, United States Senator Elissa Slotkin came to town for a Veterans Roundtable and a town hall in the round called Vote Vets. And she had so many veterans and active duty members of the military and other concerned people here in Kansas there. I was so honored to be able to kick off that event leading the Pledge of Allegiance. My name is Chair Repass. I am the proud daughter of Chief Warrant Officer Vincent Orduna Cav Pilot Vietnam, multiple tours in country. That's how I opened, and then I got to lead the Pledge of Allegiance, one of the honors of my life. Then on Thursday, that very same U.S. Senator Elissa Slotkin wanted to have lunch, and she wanted to have good barbecue. She was down in the 18th and Vine District, so she and her staff, Senator Sykes and I, went to have lunch at Arthur Bryant's, a place where every U.S. president had eaten through Barack Obama. I don't think Joe Biden or President Trump has eaten there, but Senator Slotkin did, and we had a wonderful time. Please check our social media for all those pictures. And then the last thing that happened this week was Governor Kelly wrapped up her budget tour, and just like everything else, like the Democracy Fest, like the House tours for the governor's budget tour, packed houses everywhere. You all are activated. If we show up, you'll show up, and that's a good sign for us as we lead into 2026. And the last really sweet, awesome, good news I want to share with you is that we, the Kansas Democratic Party, are going to hold our first set of candidate forums, and we're doing it virtually, so everyone across Kansas can attend. That will be Monday, November 24th, not this Monday, not tomorrow, but Monday the 24th. It's going to be before you eat your pumpkin pie and start your Thanksgiving. And if your friends and family are in town, have them join you. Virtual town hall at 6 p.m. We'll start with our gubernatorial candidates. We'll take a little break, and at 7:30 we'll have our United States Senate candidates. Now, if you want your questions asked, you must email them to us in advance. It will not be an open forum. We have to have the questions in advance. But the most important thing is that everyone will be able to hear from these candidates. We are going to share these on our social media, so please check. And then when you see them, reshare. We want everyone across the state to hear our candidates as they make their pitch to be the next nominee for your governor and U.S. Senate. So now let's end the way we always do. God bless America. God bless the great state of Kansas. And may God bless you all.